Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As world's leaders met at the COP26 summit to debate how to tackle climate change, misleading claims and falsehoods about the climate spirals on social media. Scientists say climate change denial is now more likely to focus on the causes and effects of warming or how to tackle it than to outright deny it exists. The D words, we the planet, we have looked at some of the most viral claims of the past year and what the evidence really says. The claim a grand solar minimum will halt global warming. People have long claimed incorrectly that the past century's temperature changes are just part of Earth's natural cycle rather than the result of human behavior. Thousands of posts on social media reaching hundreds of thousands of people over the past year claim a grand solar minimum will lead to a natural fall in temperatures without human intervention. But this is not what the evidence shows. A grand solar minimum is a real phenomenon when the sun gives off less energy as part of its natural cycle. Studies suggest the sun may well go through a weaker phase sometimes this century, but that this would lead at most to a temporary 0.1 to 0.2 degrees Celsius cooling of the planet. That's not nearly enough to offset human activity, which has already warmed the planet by about 1.2 degrees Celsius over the past 200 years and will continue to rise, possibly topping 2.4 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. A simple guide to climate change: we know recent temperature rises weren't caused by the changes in the sun's natural cycle because the layer of atmosphere nearest the earth is warming, while the layer of atmosphere closest to the sun, the stratosphere, is cooling. Heat, which would normally be released into the stratosphere, is being trapped by greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide from people burning fuel. If temperature changes on Earth were being caused by the sun, we would expect the whole atmosphere to warm or cool at the same time. The claim global warming is good. Various posts circulating online claim global warming will make parts of the Earth more habitable and that cold kills more people than heat does. These arguments often cherry-pick favorable facts while ignoring any that contradict them. For example, it's true that some inhospitably cold parts of the world could become easier to live in for a time. But in these same places, warming could also lead to extreme rainfall, affecting living conditions and the ability to grow crops. At the same time, other parts of the world would become uninhabitable as a result of temperature increases and rising sea levels, like the world's lowest lying country, the Maldives. We face climate extinction at risk. Nations say there may be fewer cold-related deaths. According to a study published in The Lancet, between 2000 and 2019, more people died as a result of cold weather than hot. However, a rise in heat-related deaths is expected to cancel out any lives saved. The UN's Intergovernmental on Climate Change says overall climate-related risks to health and livelihoods are projected to increase with global warming of 1.5 degrees. Any small local benefits from fewer cold days are expected to be outweighed by the risks of more frequent spells of extreme heat. So if you are looking forward towards more interesting news, don't forget to subscribe and comment. Thanks for watching.